Well, it's getting so bad now that the Erdogan of Turkey wants Interpol to issue an arrest warrant for Netanyahu, and of course he's now calling the Turkish president an anti-Semitic dictator, and the concept of a greater Israel. The Israelis are looking to take over, Lebanon, obviously Gaza, the West Bank, parts of Syria, and they know that Turkey is the next big country standing in their way, just like Iran was.
Yeah.
And so anybody that Iran helps are called proxies. And of
Right.
course, and not only they called proxies, they're called terrorists. But I don't recall any of those so-called terrorists invading Israel and taking houses away from Israelis and
Well,
moving into the.
didn't Israel, sorry to cut you off, but didn't Israel just bomb an airport really close to Turkey that was in Syria, claiming that they didn't want them building infrastructure?
Yep, didn't want them to visit. Yeah,
Wow.
because they're paranoid of Turkey because they realize that Turkey's a Muslim country for the most part, and therefore supports people that for whatever reason think that they should have a homeland of their own,
Right.
and so they call them terrorists, and so Turkey has proxies just like Iran does. But if you look at what's happening now in Israel, it's gotten to the point where the U.S. ambassador to Israel, Huckabee, has told the Israeli government to get the troops out there and get those so-called settlers away from the
Wow.
Palestinians because it's making international news.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you keep shooting, the reporters, eventually that starts to become bad for your look as well. So there's
Well,
nothing
it's
but
been going
problems.
on for decades. I mean, they've had a targeted program for journalists, and having Trump, the leader of the United States, where he targets journalists and calls them piggies and demeans them, and yeah, I mean, didn't he mock that one crippled journalist and stuff? And why would people allow such people to abuse others that are just trying to inform people? I mean, we're trying to inform people with our perspectives. I mean, does that classify us as targets to the Israelis? Maybe. I mean, they target journalists. We're not true journalists, but we do discuss the latest news from different perspectives, and we research the news. I don't know. It's something that people have to feel that it can affect you, and it does affect everyone when countries like Israel target journalists. It's appalling. It's war crime. It's crimes against humanity, and it hurts us back here in Canada because we've been turning a blind eye to it, and that's not good. Historians will reflect that turning a blind eye to these crimes was not humane and not in the best interests of the world as a whole. That's what they're going to say 50 to 100 years from now. And hopefully somebody will pull up our podcast where we said, hey, we as Canadians do not condone this act. And we feel that the United Nations is derelict in their job to enforce. And like Turkey, I do agree that a international warrant should be put on Netanyahu for his war crimes. There should be no escaping it. And while you're doing that, you better put that other orange goof on the list too. He's committed war crimes, Trump. And there's no way you can deny that he hasn't committed war crimes. So, yeah, there's a war on three fronts: economic, religion, and money, oil. And I hope people realize that we are in World War III. The fact that we haven't gone to nukes and all-out war is irrelevant. It's an economic war right now that's hurting everybody in the pocketbook, and people are dying over the money. So I don't like that.
Subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and please share the video. Don't be afraid to share this commercial with your friends too.